The Argali, scientifically known as Aves ammon, is the world's largest sheep. Inhabiting mountainous terrain ranging from 300 to 5,800 meters in elevation, they occupy an area from central Kazakhstan in the west to the Shanxi province in China in the east, and from the Altai Mountains in the north to the Himalayas in the south. Being a primary consumer, the Argali's diet consists of mountainous grasses, shrubs, and nuts. The Argali plays a key role in its ecosystem by limiting the grass and brush population, and as prey for gray wolves, leopards, and snow leopards. The Argali exhibits many behaviors beneficial to its survival. They form herds with 2 to 150 members segregated by sex to offer protection from predators, and communicate in many different ways, such as hissing and grunts. Other forms of communication exist, such as how distinctive pelage can be a long-distance visual signal to other sheep of where other herds are, and communication through scent glands can signal readiness to mate. While the Argali prefers to inhabit gently sloping areas with soft terrain, ewes with lambs take up rockier, more mountainous terrain to offer more protection from predators as the lamb develops. The Argali is currently listed as near threatened, with a recent decline in population from 60,000 individuals in 1985 to around 20,000 in 2010. Although the Argali's overall population trend can be described as decreasing, the current population trend cannot be determined with the most recent data, although it appears to be increasing very slightly. This most recent decline in population is primarily due to overhunting and competition with livestock for space and food. Being the world's largest species of sheep on average, the lure to gather a trophy specimen is strong among many hunters. The Argali is sometimes poached for its meat and horns, which are used in traditional Chinese medicine. Argali also heavily compete with livestock for food and space, as shepherds allow their animals to graze in land inhabited by the Argalis. This increased competition often results in the Argali moving to rockier, less nutrient-rich land where livestock doesn't graze. Shepherds often kill Argali as well, as they are seen as competition for their livestock's food and space. Less prominently, Argali suffer from diseases and parasites, which can be passed from the livestock onto the Argali. One of these diseases is peste des petits ruminants, which cause mouth and tongue lesions. While currently these are the only impactful reasons for the Argali's recent decline, it can be predicted that in the future habitat loss could apply as well. While mountains are not commonly victim to habitat loss, the practice of mountaintop removal mining facilitates habitat loss at a rapid rate. Mountaintop mining is a process by which the top of a mountain is removed, providing clearer access to coal and other materials within. Mountaintop mining currently occurs in the U.S., although the practice could extend to the Argali's habitat in the future. Even with all these odds against the Argali, the government can aid in its recovery. The first thing the government can do is to set aside protected land for the Argali to live and graze in without competition from livestock. Setting strict boundaries for livestock and herders would leave land open to the Argali where they could thrive with increased land and food. Another thing the government can do is impose regulations on hunting by restricting the number of Argali that can be hunted each year. This restriction would be based off scientific data on how hunting could minimally affect the population, in turn reducing unregulated hunting and allowing the Argali population to recover in number. In addition to imposing restrictions on hunting, governments can set up their own hunting programs where hunters pay the government to legally kill a certain number of Argali. The gathered funds can then go towards conservation efforts, bettering the Argali in the long run. Another solution, which can be implemented by the government, would be founding more conservation programs or donating to existing ones. Currently, there are few programs which work to preserve the Argali, so providing more funding to them or starting new ones would be greatly beneficial.